How do everyone? And it is one, and it's always me. Right, let me just check audio. How do everyone? And it is one, and it's always me. Okay. Alter the resolution. How the devil are you all? Are you okay? Just give me a second. Oh, what's happened to the thumbnail? That's gone wrong, isn't it? Right. Howdy there. How the devil are you? On the second day of my week off. Holiday. It's a holiday today. Right, so I've been out today. We're going to carry on with the G code. Shouldn't take too long to create a bit of G code on what we did on mod 7. So welcome to Hustler 5 BTV. B, not sure what the B's for. Trapped vertical. B, base, trapped vertical, I don't know. Anyway, mods 8, elevated vertical, the missing 6 spider hub capat. Creating the G code. There we go. G7UIV. David. That'll be me. Anyway, let's get a different view. This one here. Let's get the guitar. I wonder if anyone's ever actually used the guitar as an antenna. Maybe. Oh, the sound of sound in tune. Liken this to adjusting the length of your antenna. If only it was that easy. If only it was that easy to adjust your Hustler antenna. Take it up, take it down, take it up, take it down, take it up, take it down. The kind of adjustments necessary. I can see why people put them on the floor. They mount them on the floor on a little short pole so they can take it on and off, because they know they're going to be taking that antenna on and off many times. But it is half of the hobby, or most of the hobby, isn't it? You buy your radio, it's no good having a radio without an antenna. An antenna is no good without the radio. So you can spend a lot of time messing with your aerial and no time talking. More time playing with your antenna than you do doing anything chatting or whatever. Anyway. Right, not in a mood to play the guitar today. Let's put that out of the way. Right, so what have we been out? I've been out and fetched some stuff. So we'll create the G code in a minute. But I just need to get rid of another thing. Let's have a look. Right, so I've been out today. This Gospel of a Hustler Antenna manual tells me I need Decoupling your transmission line. Let's turn it over. So, decoupling the transmission line. Since your coax shield is connected to where a radial would connect, it too will act as a radial. This is not desirable. Not desirable. Since this imposes additional currents which will detract from the antenna's low SWR at the rig end of your coax. Alright, to prevent this from occurring, form at the base of the antenna or within 8 feet of the base a coil in your coax. By wrapping your coax in a single layer fashion, then 10 times around a 6-inch diameter form, you will form an RF choke in the braid which will isolate these additional currents from your coax. Okay. Since your coax, the shield, is in the RF near field of your antenna, it will act as a collector of RF energy. An antenna, okay, it'll act as an antenna. This too is not desirable since this can impose similar additional currents which will register as a high SWR at the rig. I think whoever wrote this might have been a scientist, you know. To prevent this from the same type, to prevent this, form the same type coil as before or within 8 feet of your rig. Right, these coils will not impede the RF energy contained inside the coax from flowing. It only acts as a high impedance to the undesirable additional currents on the outside braid of your coax. After having installed these coils, you may need to retune the antenna. Oh. If you still have an ISWR, perhaps tuned radials are needed. Anyway, so it gives a length. Any length 50 ohm cable. Right, from the antenna, not exceed 8 foot. Is that 8 foot or 8 inches? 8 foot. Hang on. 6 inch. Hang on. I can't actually see that. Let's go back up. The manual is very poor printed. Right. Alright, so 6 inch diameter. Right, where does it say within 8 inch? I've seen that somewhere. Da 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 da. Right, doesn't tell me. And I can't see. It's got to. You wouldn't do it within 6 inch, I don't think. Is it 6 inch or 8 foot? 8 foot. I don't know. Let's have a look. No, let's try and read it again. Since your coax, so right, it only acts these coils to prevent this from form the same type coil as before or within 8 feet. There we go, 8 feet of your rig. So it is feet. Can hardly see it. So 6 inch diameter. Not exceeding 8 feet. So it won't be 8 feet, it'll be closer. So somewhere within 8 feet of the end, each end, form this, and it turns the same way according to this drawing. Doesn't do one way then the other in reverse. Just stays the same. So we're going to add an RF choke, so it needs 10 turns, is that right? Let's have a look. 10 turns. 10 turns on a 6 in 6-inch diameter, 10 turns. Should be easy enough then. So what I've done today, I've been out and bought very cheap, it's all relative, cheapness is, a bit of pipe, plastic pipe. Now it's probably not UV whatever compliant, but I don't really care. It's 125mm by 350mm long, so it's not quite, it's 5.9 something inch, so it's not quite, but the coax will sit on the surface. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to form the coax around it, find out, go around 10 times, and then I'm going to unravel it and see how long the coax is, and make sure I've got enough free slack either end, once inside the room here next to the rig, and at the antenna. I purposely left enough at the antenna, and I purposely left enough here, but I'm just thinking it might not be enough, so I'm going to have to be a bit of a tight fit. So 10 turns, and what I'll do is I'll drill a hole and put a cable tie through. We'll cut this so you get your 10 turns, cable tie it maybe 4 places all the way around, possibly just slip a cable, drill a hole, you can't see this can you, drill a hole here, wind it on, drill another hole, slip a cable tie in inside and then out to form a clasp, another one, maybe one. Hopefully you might not need too many if it's a nice tight fit anyway. So there's enough there to make 2 of them, so I'll cut it up. And I've got a bit of spare coax down here on a reel. It's the what size is it? This is that RG something or other. What's it called? RG8 something or other. Can't see. Oh yeah. 50 mini. 50 meters mini. That's what it says. Anyway, there's enough there. Okay. So anyway, let's get on with doing the G code for the 6 spider hub. Create the hub that's missing from this antenna. Oh, you got that on video, right? Okay. Okay, let's get on with it, and let's bring up the antenna. So what I need to do is just unclip myself, bring myself down here, about there. Okay, right. Yeah, we're okay now, we're okay, we're set. So we created this yesterday morning, and now we're ready to make it into some kind of G code. And this is the missing part, 6 rungs, and I'm going to mill it out so you can slide it over the metal work there, the aluminium or aluminum. Right, now I don't know whether to put a Jubilee clip around here just to hold it still, or drill through there, drill and tap through it and put a grub screw. It'll probably be a tight fit anyway. Maybe a grub screw. I'll have to drill right through it. I'll have to drill, hang on, let's go from the middle to there. So it's 23. I'll have to drill 23 and get a grub screw or something just to tighten it onto the pole. Yeah. So you've got the option there. I think that's what we do. We do that anyway with cogs and stuff. We put a grub screw in it. I like the idea of that rather than another Jubilee clip to rest it on. At least it'll have a proper electrical connection through as well. Right, okay, so anyway, so let's just have a look of it on its own. So that's just this hat. If you've got one on your hustler and you've managed to break it, I'll make the G code available. Maybe you can get it made somewhere. I might possibly make a couple of spares in case somebody wants one. It shouldn't take too long to make. I might as well make a couple, 2 or 3 maybe. Anyway, right, so I've already gone ahead and put this into another. Let's just come out of this. Come out of that. Right, there's your antenna. There's an overview, eh? And I managed to bend one of my radials when I articulated this down. That's the way around it is in the garden. So I pulled that pin out and rotated this down like, I don't know if I can show you that, can I? Done it before, yeah. So I rotated this down. Right, I rotated it down like that to work on it, like that, and the bottom radial touched the ground and it bent. So basically this one here, this radial touched the ground and it bent a bit. It bent like that, so I've got a bit of a kink in it. But they've got to be cut down anyway. They were just rough sizes. I haven't allowed for the disc size. So anyway, they're just 10-meter radials. Right, let's undo the antenna rotation. Right. Oh, did that stay where it was? Redo. That need to go into the group. No, yeah, I need to get that into the group. So let's undo the rotation. Right, cut that, or attach it to the group. Let's just make another group. No, I don't want to make another group, so we'll cut it, select it and paste in place. Right, so that's part of that now. Let's rotate again. Rotate it one last time just to make sure. Right, here we go. Rotate. Rotate it round that pin. Should the whole lot? Yeah, the whole lot will go now. And I still haven't got the capacitor out on the top, the 3-prong hat. I'll have to make that as well. Only just for completeness. Right, anyway, let's leave that for now. I'll make that later on. So let's just do a save. There it is. So we're gonna make this plate today. Gonna make this plate here. That one. We're gonna mill this plate out. I'll mill it out later on. Take some photos and video. But today we're just gonna create the G code for this, based on this actual model. Right, so we're gonna come out of there. Might as well save it one last time, and let's open up the 6 spider hub G code. This is where we left off yesterday. Right, so I've got the view. It's in parallel projection, so straight over the top. Just have a look down it. So it's still got 3 dimensions, this has. But I've layered the top layer. Yeah, that's as far as I got with it. So first thing I'll do is we'll move this safe area away for a bit. Let's just put it there out of the way so it doesn't interfere with us. I've gone ahead and made a 5mm line spaced from 0, which gives me a bit of space for the million bit to be going around it. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and generated a few sections here, because I'll generate the G code in 2 parts. So what we'll do first, we'll probably, we can do it, we don't need to cut it out, so that's a cutting out, that's a cutting out. We don't want to do any of that. We don't want to, we could drill those holes first. You could cut that centre hole out. I suppose that could be done. Yeah, so we could do that first. So what we'll do, so this one we're not going to use as G code, this area. We're literally just going to let me just check the audio is good. We can do that first. So we'll do. Yeah, so we're just going to leave that where it is. We're going to take our geometry over to here, so we need to put it on its edge. And we need to copy the top bit. Now, is that going to let me do it? No, that's what we should do is explode it really, but we can go in and I'll just copy this top area of the G code. Copy that. And I'll look back from above. Okay, and we're going to paste it in place. And then we're going to move the whole lot over to this line here. See how it snaps to the line? Right, so what that does, it starts us from a clean 0 point here, 5mm in, 5mm over. So what have we grabbed there? We've grabbed the top bit. So that's really no use to us, that bit, what we just, apart from that middle bit. Not much use, that. So yeah, we don't want that. Let's forget about that bit. Let's do an undo on that. Undo move, undo paste. So what we want is this bit here. That's what we want. Oh, gotta go into it. We want that bit. So I'm gonna cut, I've got the hiccups, so I'm gonna copy that. Go back to the above view. Come out of the model and we're gonna paste it in place. And we're gonna grab it again. If it's give it me. Yeah. Now this is no good because I've got no reference there. I need to grab the perimeter. That's no, because I don't know where to put it, you see, so my reference is that, and that will be no good. So we'll forget that. Undo the paste. Go back to this view here. So we need to I'll tell you what I need. We need to go into the model. I need to grab that section there, the bottom piece. So copy that. Go back above, come out of the model, paste in place, and move the whole thing over to there. And snap to the grid. See how it snaps there? So all the hole sizes. This is the safe area, and this is where the G code gets generated from. So this point here and all these points will be the same on different parts. If I do another one there, other kinds of, I can choose what I want to mill out now. Right, so I'll click on save. Now if we have a look, we're going to see something a bit weird. Yeah, we still got that intact, so I need to clean this up a bit. So basically it's a bit low. We need to bring that up. So basically what we need to do, this is going to be the cutout of the middle, or it could just be the holes for now. I'll tell you what, I'll make this the holes. And we could do that as well, it doesn't matter. Right, so what we need to do is tidy some of this up a bit. We need to get rid of these flat areas at the minute. We can do that by just going at a sideways angle and literally just get rid of that stuff there. Right, you think it's all gone, but if you look from above again, we've still got the holes we need. So let's save that. So we can now drill out our holes, and we can cut that one out if you like. We might as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to save that. We're going to create some geometry. So we're going to do, we might have to flip the surfaces around, so we'll try it. This is an inside cut. So you want your inside cut, and you try it in the hole, so it's not having it, you see. Can't do it like that, so it needs to be a surface. So what we need to do now is we need to go on a bit of an angle. It's better on an angle to see what you're doing. Well, firstly, this isn't low enough, so what we need to do is go from a sideways on. We need to grab all that, and we need really to bring it up to there. So we brought it up to there. Let's just have a look again. If we've somehow moved it, we're on that line there, but because we've done it that way, so what we need to do is push that back up to the line. Let's snap to the line, yeah. So we've got it back, and what we've achieved by that is we've got it on 0. Yeah. So if we go end on, you can't see it because it's just there, look. Oh, it's that, it's the wrong end on. That's the wrong end on. That's the wrong end on, so which end is it? Is it that one? Yeah. So, no it's not. I don't think we got one for that one. Got the back of it. Okay, so we seem to be missing one for some reason. Is that it? Oh, that's it. Yeah, so it is the first one, so we've got the, that's spoiling us a bit there. Right, so there it is, and if we go end on, there it is there. So we can see it's flat with the horizon. That's what we want. Okay, so we go back to above. So we've got our, just make sure we haven't slipped off the line. Looks like we have slipped off the line there, see it? Why is that, I wonder? So that's on the line. It looks like we slipped off the line there. Don't know why that is. Let me just check something. 5 mil. There we got 85. Yeah. So it does look like we've slipped off the line. So let's grab it again. It's worth to check it. Yeah, just snap. See how it snapped then. Snapped itself back onto the line. Yeah. So You've got to be so careful because that will make everything out by that amount. Right, so we've got that there. So, what's the next stage? Just save that. Yeah, so the next stage is we've got to grab this stuff off here, basically. So come at an angle. Perspective's probably better for this. Let's go perspective. So we need to grab these individual things because they're hollow. We don't want a hollow. In order to cut it out we need a solid, so we've got them all selected, not the outer bit, don't worry about that mate. So we're going to cut them, then we're going to paste in place. Oh, still hollow, hang on then. Undo paste, paste in place. No, that's not going to work for us, is it? Ah, I know how to do it. Right, so what we do is we've got to take them up out of the way. That's taking it the wrong way, isn't it? Say 10 mil. So we're 10 mil up. Are we 10? No, we've gone up in the wrong direction. Undo that. What we want, so you have to get the angle right and everything. We just want to take it up off the surface by... It's not having it. See how it's not liking it? Let's change our perspective. No, let's try one of these holes. Doesn't want to take it up for us, is it? Let's try a different angle. It's trying to tell it what you want. So it's not having it. I want to go up by 10 mil. So let me do it. I think you can press up arrow as you go. No, that didn't work. I think it's because there's so much other stuff in the way. Let's try again from this angle. Get lower down. Still not having it. Look how difficult it is. No, it's actually moving it. Wonder why that is. Right, the end's going to sleep now, I think that's right. So, I don't normally have this much trouble. Well, let's try again. Alright. It's on the blue axis I want, isn't it? Blue axis. Where's your blue axis gone? It's being a pig. It's being a bit of a swine today. Alright. That's a pig. Alright. How can we do this? I'll tell you what. We'll go back into parallel projection. We'll go sideways on, and here we go. And we're just going to go. No, I can't actually see what it is I'm picking up. Okay, let's try and move it. Oh god, it's all over the place. Let's say 10 mil. Where are we now? Oh, it's just moved the whole lot up 10 mil. It's no good. Right. No good like that. Okay, let's go end on. Let's see if we can just grab it from the middle. It's not doing anything for me. No, it's not working. Not working that. So what's the alternative? Right, if it doesn't work, then you can do... Tell you what we'll do, we'll take a different approach. We'll make this into a component. Make it into a group. Alright, and then we'll go into the group and take each one out. Alright, each one of them out, we'll cut it. Come out of the group, we'll paste it in place. Right, then we'll cut it. Go in and paste it in place. Right, then we'll interface faces with the model. Nothing to interface. Right, let's see if we can't. Yeah, we're that's it. That's what we want. So we've got what we want now, but we need to get it out of there. We need to cut it. And we need to paste it in place. Right, so we've got our original thing. Oh, hang on. No, we didn't actually select it. Cut it and paste it in place. Okay, so now we can select individual bits. That's what we want. Okay, so back from above in parallel projection. So we've got it in a position where we can work on it now. So let's save it. Right, we go and get the inside cut because we want to do an inside cut. Now that's not liking that for some reason. It is doing it, but it's just saying there's something quite. Right, let's just check the settings. So material thickness is 5mm, bit diameter is 5mm. I think the holes are 5mm. So that's not going to be good. Right, so it may work. I don't like the way it's doing it though. So let's just measure what we've got here. I think these are 5mm holes. Oh, 4mm, that's why. Yeah. So I made them out of 4mm, but my bit diameter is 5mm. So that is going to be a little bit of a problem. So yeah, a bit of an oversight there. I could change the bit for a smaller bit. That would sort it out. That's going to alter my G-code too much. So I need to make these bigger. So I've got the original model. Let's just make them bigger. Let's just make them bigger. Let's get back into parallel projection. Come at an angle. Alright, let's just literally make them bigger. Just say 2.5. Right, say 2.5, take the one out the middle. Come with the inside cut. No, it's still not like that. Right, so what we're going to do, put it in, and we'll have to say it's 5.1. 5 point, oh no, I don't want 5.1, we want 2.55. Okay, let's take out the middle. Come with the inside cut. Yeah, it's just got a dot now, it means it can do it. Okay, just about do it. No, it's not liking it. Too much of a tolerance. Right, let's just undo. Hang on, undo, erase. size. Undo circle. Right. So we're going to have to make this a little bit bigger than what we want. Let's say 2.6. 2.6. Let's see if it'll let us do an inside cut. No, it's not going to let us do it, look. Right. Yeah, it's like kicking it, screaming. I want to just leave the same bit in, you see. So let's just make it a... We'll have to say 3 mil. 2.8. 2.8, say. 2.8. And inside cut. Yeah, it's let us do it this time. So it's 2.8 times 2, so it's going to be 5.6. 5.6 holes. A little bit of clearance for a 5 mil bit, so that's okay. So that'll work. Let's just do it to the same. 2.8. This is where the G code differs from your original design, but doesn't matter. It's not worth redoing the model. Let's just do this. G code is the G code is the G code. Right, so we now put in one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And we can also do one there if we want. Do we want to do that one? Right, as well, I suppose. While we're on. Okay, so go back to parallel projection. So we've got our first bit of G code made. So what that'll do is it'll move from 0, 0, drill out the 6 holes and the middle hole. That's what that'll do. So we don't want to cut it out. If we wanted to cut it out, we'd put that one on and we'd cut it out, an outside cut. We don't want to cut it out yet. If we cut it out now, it's not going to be good because we're not going to be able to mill out the troughs. So that's set number 1 G code done. So on your CNC device, your milling software, you'd have to load up that one. Then you'd load up, you need to start the next lot of G code from the same 0, 0 point, which will be there. So what we need now is we need to take another copy. We don't need the holes anymore. What we need now is the troughs. So let's get into... we're in parallel projection. So we want the troughs now. So if we just want the troughs, I suppose we could just do that. We're going to get the troughs and the... Hang on, we'll end up with the troughs and the holes, but we can delete the holes. Copy that. Come out of there. Go above again. Right, paste in place. Right, there's your troughs. We need to now move them across. Now, the troughs are no good to us. We need the rim. So undo, paste. Go back to it. So we're going to need the troughs and the bottom again. Right, that gives us our spacing. Okay, come out of there. Paste in place. Now we need to move it over. Not to that one, but to this one. And make sure we snap onto it. Check, we're lined up. Should be. Still lined up. Still lined up, yeah. Okay, so we've got that bit. Okay, so let's just, oops, I've just banged, oh god, hang on. Just hit the mouse button on the desk, right. I haven't got much desk space here, and sometimes it hits the front mouse button. Anyway, so we've got that in position. We don't need the holes because we've already drilled the holes there. So we're going to take out the holes out of the way. We don't need to know about the holes. Right, we don't need this hole now. No longer need that hole. So we want to mill out. Can we do this in one? You should be able to do this in one, yeah. We've got, let's just save it. We've got to create some G code. So if we go down to here, let's first make sure we're level. We'll be at the wrong height, so we need to, we're below height, yeah, so we're going to do the same again. Like that. Need to come, we're in parallel projection, so we need to bring that up to the, you don't have to do this, it's just me being, you don't have to bring it up, but I like to bring it up to the top. So I'll grab it from the middle and just go up, and you can see it's, just need to go up only, so I press up arrow as I move it, and it'll, it is altering it, like I say. Right, it has altered it a bit, so I'm going to have to check now from above. Yeah, this line here, it's probably moved it over, see, it's just not quite right. So I'm gonna, while it's still selected, actually just bring the whole thing up here. So it goes to the line. Is it on the line? Yeah. Is this one still on the line? Yeah. Okay, so we've got that. You have to do it in a certain way, otherwise you end up messing it all up. Right. Let's have a look. Sideways on. Yeah, so the milling now is the right height with the rest of the surface, apart from the outer bit. I don't necessarily want to do the outer bit, so I'm not going to do that. We'll cut that out finally right at the end. In fact, we'll copy that off there. Oh no, we can't get it from that angle. From that angle we can. So we're going to copy that bit. Go back to plan view and paste in place. No, it's not going to do it for us. I'll try it. Now to take the whole lot. Right, undo, paste. So what we'll have to do, well, we'll take it from this other bit in a minute. We'll do that. So this is just, this outer bit is just a placeholder to position it 0, 0 to get all this the right size. So we've got that on the right plane. So what we're going to do is we need to work out a 5mm drill bit. We've got 7mm. Actually, no, we don't need to work any of that out. What we need to do is maybe come at it at a different angle. Let's do that. Actually, that is, it's alright, that is the complete thing, yeah. Right, so we're okay there. So what we need to do is get the pocket tool. We can either make 2 lines and work it all out, or let the pocket tool do it for us. I think I'll let the pocket tool do it. Now, the pocket tool, there's the fold tool, and you've got countersunk, center line, and your pocket face. So you click it, and it says down here it's got the percentage of the depth 50%. It doesn't do size, like as in millimetre. We only want to do 2 mil out of the 5 mil. So you can work that out. If you go 10 mil thick, pretend it's 10 mil thick, you're doing 4 mil, so you need to do 60% depth. So we'll do 60% depth. Problem is the table bed is not level, so you're going to have a mil problem in it, unless I choose the flat area, try and level it up better. So what I'll do is I'm going to say just override this. I'm going to put 62%. So I've got 62% of the depth, and we've got the pocket tool selected. We already got it selected. Now that's trying to put it on the outside. It needs to go on the inside, so that's not going to do us. So what we've got to do first is reverse this face and try it again. Still retain 62%. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's going to push the million bit round that square. Before we do that though, let's make all these reverse face. Alright, so pocket tool should, yeah, that's what it's going to do. There's your G code. Okay, so that's that bit sorted. So it's going to mill out these. The mill bit will follow this path. It'll 5 mil drill bit, mill bit, 4 flute. It'll come down in here, and it'll push up there, go across there with the right spacing from the edge, and down here, and then across. We won't have to worry about this bit, because when we mill it out, it should bring it. Should have already worked that out for us. So that's our second bit of G code ready. Okay, let's just have a look. Okay, oh, we've still got our other bits of O's and stuff, so we need to clear that up. We can ignore it really. Yes, it's only going to, we haven't applied G code to it, so ignore that. It's there as a placeholder, the rest is. Right, so what we need to do next is cut it out. If we've finished, if we've actually finished with this plate, we can just cut it out. I think we're finished, so what we'll do is we just need the outside bit now. Can I select that? No. Let's go in here. Let's go on offset, back to the original model, and copy the outside bit. Copy, and go back to the upper view, paste in place. Alright, we're going to grab it, bring it over to this bit here. So you'll watch it, it'll snap to, yeah, snap to it. Just don't make sure you haven't slipped with it or anything. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we've got it there. Unfortunately it's too low, so we're going to have to bring it up a bit. So we go like that. Onto the construction line, let's have a look. Looks okay. You don't have to do what I'm doing now, I'll just do it 'cause I don't like any surprises later during the milling. So anyway, so we're there. We don't need to worry about these holes. We can get rid of them or just leave them there as a placeholder. And all we need to do now is cut it out. So I'll keep saving it. So we're going to go over to our outside cut now and just apply that. There is our outside cut. The tool path will follow the outside, mill it all out, and that's it. So from that we should be able to generate our G codes. We're going to have to generate the one for that, the one for that, and the one for that. So it's 3 bits of G code. 3 bits of G code, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Let's generate some G code. So let's grab our safe area and put it over our first bit. Now this will snap to the corner, snap to the size. Okay, and it's going to generate that. So we're going to just output our G code. Let's just make sure everything is good. 0.25 of a mil each pass, that's okay. The speed is okay, it's right down. Yeah, looks good. Right, so what we'll do now is we'll output our G code. Alright, so this is the spider hub, CNC. So we call it stage hub stage 1. Alright, that's going to create some G code. Call it stage 1. That's okay. And if you want to check it, I'll open up a browser. Alright, let's bring it over to here. Let's bring this over here. Right, we've got our G code checker, so we're going to open up some G code now, wherever we just put it. Right, G code. Stage 1, there it is, G code. Right, okay, so this is our G code toolpath. We can run it if you like, and that's what it's going to do. This is a simulation of what the milling machine will do. We can speed it up. Yeah, it's going to go around that many times. It'll mill out that. It's going to go and do the other rolls. So you try this out and you make sure you don't get any surprises, any rogue bits of G code in it. Alright, and that's complete. So there it is. You can do it again. That's winding backwards. You can even run it backwards. Right, so no surprises there. Right, the next one, bring the safe area over to this new bit, right, and then output that, right, and we're going to call it stage 2. Stage 2 G code. It's output that, then we're going to bring back our, open it up, try your G code. Try all your G code. Stage 2. Where's stage 2? There it is. Stage 2. So this is the pocket. This will milling out the pocket. So we'll run that. Going fast. Hang on. Let's should we go slower. Let's go slower. Hang on. How do you go slower? So there was a bit of rogue G code there. See it? See that bit of rogue G code in the middle? That's clean, but then it's got these two little bits here. Right, so what we do, we don't need those rogue bits. That's gonna mess us up. So what we're gonna do, the rogue bits are these bits here. We don't need it. So what we do is literally select it and delete it. Select it and delete it. Select it and delete it. Don't need those rogue bits of G code. Okay, so then we'll save it again, and we'll just output it again and write over the file. Stage 2. Replace that file. Okay. Whoops, we're in the wrong bit. Let's try it again. This is why we try it before we get to the milling machine. Stage 2. So hopefully now, can I alter this geometry? Don't think so, can I? Leave it like that. Right, so let's just play it. It's doing it fast, isn't it? How can I reset this back to... Tell you what we'll do is we'll reload the page and we'll open it. When I've sped it up, can't see a way of slowing it back down again. Right, so here we are with the new bit of G code. It's going to mill out these pockets, so let's just press play. Yeah, still missing it out, it's going to the ends, but so it's doing 4mm of depth. No, it's not. 2mm of depth out of the 5mm. Is it? Yeah. 3mm meat left on it. Milling out, but it's doing 0.25 of a mil. So there should be, you can actually count them. Every mil it's doing 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more. Close to it. Probably a finishing off stage, yeah. So it's doing, for 2mm, actually it's doing more. Why is it doing more? 0.25, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2mm. So is it doing 3mm then? 62%. See, I've done it wrong. My pocket is too deep. So what you're going to do then, go back to the model. Back to the model and change it. Let's erase the pockets. So too much going on. Get the eraser, click on that. We've got to get rid of the code now. Delete it. This is you do all this so you don't end up ruining your material. Right, so go to the pocket tool. Now, percentage of cut, it's not 62%, it's the opposite. Out of 5mm thick material, I only want to mill it 2mm down. So I've gone the other way. I need to come back to 38. So 38%. Right, so I'm going to put one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And again it's put this infill, so I have to delete, tidy up. This is this bit that you had to SketchUp flat script. It's free tool. So, and I probably haven't got the latest version. Anyway, so that's that. So let's save again. if you're cutting straight through or drilling a hole, it's fine, it'll go straight through. Doing pockets, you have to do percent. Let's generate the G code, overwrite the same file again. So we've overwritten the same file again. Let's get right, let's load up the G code over top of it. Stage 2 again. Now you can see straight away it's less deep, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's 0.25, it's a multi-pass depth of 0.25 of a mil each pass. So for 2 mil you need 8, and we've got 8, so that's better. Right, so I'll run that up, make sure there's no surprises. Yeah, it's when it shows you it's skipping from there to there, but in reality it'll take time to travel to there, so it'll go around like that in reality. Not sure what the plot means, you probably change the setting. Anyway, let's just give you the general idea. Right, so that looks good. Okay, so back to the model. The last bit we want to do is cut it out. So this can just be, bring the safe area over to this bit here. Okay, this is why we have a 5mm gap. 5mm drill bit. And we need to run the 5mm up and around there. Just the way we do it. Right. Okay, you can ignore the rest, so all we need is to cut that out now so we can generate the G code. This is going to be called stage 3. So I've got stage 3. Let's have a look again, open up stage 3. And we should have, now this will be, should be 5mm times 4, so 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so that should be enough. Now, in reality, it's not going to quite cut through the whole material. Let's run it up anyway. So that's what the milling machine or CNC is going to be doing. Finally cutting it out. So once you've finished all your milling and holes within, you cut the piece out. Hence stage 3. Right, that's it. So that is the G code ready. This is just the model for reference. You could go ahead and put some writing here saying stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. But I'm not bothered, so I'm going to save that. Save that. We can come out of here now. We've got our 3 bits of G code. We can go down to the milling machine and mill it out. I'll probably mill one out and see what it's like, and then maybe mill another couple. But 5mm, let's just go back to the main model. Right, so the main model, I said it'd be nice to put a grub screw in, but it's only 5mm thick. This is 5mm thick. So you could put you could drill it with a 2.5mm, 3mm. 3mm. You can see what it looks like if you like. So if you go into the model, it's not something we can CNC. We'd have to drill it manually in a vise or something. So we're going to here. We want halfway. So if you can't get it to snap, just put a like that, and that's it, and put your hole in. So it wants to be, now you just want a hole, say 3mm. That'll only give you 1mm of meat either side, so it's a bit of a small grub screw, so it's not ideal. Not ideal. So it's probably not a good idea to do that. So what we'd probably end up doing, I forget about that bit. Let's just go roll it back a bit. So what we're going to do instead is put a Jubilee clip here. This will just sit on top of the Jubilee clip, and maybe a little earth strap. An earth strap from the Jubilee clip to the underside. Just drill and tap it and fasten a little. When I say earth strap, I mean continuity strap, so just from there to there. You could use one of these fixings to put the eyelet through, or you could have one longer bolt with a nut on it and an eyelet. So it just needs to connect from there to there. Anyway, it is what it is. Either that, or you mill two of these out, turn it upside down, and you sandwich it between the two, and then it gives you a bit more meat. Or you use thicker material, 10mm thick bit of aluminium. I've only got 5mm. Be ideal with a 10mm really, but anyway, we'll leave it as it is. We can always work a little wire connection between the two, or try and push a grub screw through it. Or you could just put a little piece of wire with two eyes on it, one under there, one on the side of the antenna, like that. Actually, there will be a Jubilee clip here, so just fasten a loop from there underneath your Jubilee clip before you tighten it up. No need, yeah, so there's no need to make any more holes in your antenna. And Jubilee clip there to hold it off, or you'd lower it right onto the plastic and it sits onto the plastic there. Probably not. Right, anyway, that's it. So we've done what we wanted to do. Created our G code. I'm going to go and make some formers, and that's going to be it for today. So that was a bit of a quicker one. Right, so what I'll do is I'll mill that out, and next one we do is I'll show you it made up, ready to go on the antenna, or even put it on and photograph it. So I'll record the milling out anyway, in case it's interesting to some people. Alright, so there we go. That's how we got G code from the model. If you're not sure how we did it, it's a flat. This is SketchUp Make 2017. Extensions is a flat script plugin. I think it comes over here. Yeah, Flat Boys. And there's lots of stuff on here. Put it over here. Is that part of it? Yeah, Flat Script Help. Flat Boys homepage, Flat Script. Just search for Flat Script and put this toolbar in, and you have to do a lot of setting up here before you start off, depending on what you've got. Oh, see that? Oh, that's the different. Yeah, this wasn't the G code bit. So go back to the Spider hub, and these settings change with the file. So you can see my multi-pass depth was 0.25 of a millimetre. I've told it to generate a multi-pass, and 5 mil, 5 mil. Right. Okay. That's gonna be it for now. Talk to you again soon. Anyway, you didn't see what I did there, so.